All right, it's pouring rain outside, so I'm going to talk to you guys for a minute and answer a bunch of feedback I got. So, a week ago or two, I made a video called "The Big Problem with the World." I think that's what it was called. And the big problem was basically that a lot of people are taking value out of the world and not putting value back in. A lot of people are just taking and not giving, and causes a lot of. You can go watch the video if you want. I'm not going to get into all of it right now. But people mentioned solutions to this, so I'm going to go through them real quick and why some of them are not solutions. Okay, the first one is AI. AI is going to fix everything. It's going to take care of us, so we don't have to, create value. We don't have to acquire resources. We don't have to grow food. The robots will take care of it. They'll just take care of everything. Okay, this is dumb on so many levels. Like, just watch the movie Wall-E, right? The human race has been swept away into a spaceship, and they're living for many generations just being taken care of by AI, and they're basically just adult fat babies who sit in floating chairs and drink things, and they're entertained, and they're just adult babies. And I mean, there's no point in being a person if you're not going to grow up. Like, what is the point of living as a human if you're not going to grow up? You're just going to be taken care of all your life. And the people who like this idea are like, oh, but then we'll be free to do all this art and all this amazing stuff. Seriously? No, that is not what happens. Okay, I'm just going to say that as a man, it is super important to become a man at some point, unless you're a female, of course. But like as a male, you gotta grow up and become a man. That's a huge part of the human experience, and without that, just staying a baby the whole time, it's just not worth living. Now, if we're lucky, we'll get the AI that's more like from the movie The Day the Earth Stood Still, not the Keanu Reeves one, the old black and white one, where there was a robot named Gort, and he was like this big metal robot. And he didn't do anything. He just let people live their lives. Until people did something really stupid, and then he melted their tanks and their machine guns. And then he just went back to doing nothing and letting people live their lives. See, that would be the best AI. The AI that would basically prevent us from nuking ourselves, but otherwise, let us live our lives. That would be the best option for AI. And in that case, we still have to grow up and become adults and take care of ourselves. Okay, so another solution to all this, to get people to behave better, is laws. We have laws that make people do the right thing. There's two problems with this. One, laws have to be specific. You can't just have a law that says, be a good guy, be good. Because how do you go into court and defend that or make that accusation? It wasn't being good. No, laws have to be really specific, like you cannot murder. Except in this case, and this case, and this self-defense case, and this case. But in these cases over here, it's actually worse to murder someone, and it starts getting really complicated. And you'll never have enough laws to cover every circumstance and every nuance that can come up. And the other problem is laws replace people's morality. So, like, most people today think, I'll do whatever doesn't get me thrown in jail. I'll follow the law. I'll do what I'm supposed to do, not break any rules, and if there's something I can get away with legally, I will, because the law doesn't say I can't, so why not? And the problem there is laws should really only apply to people who can't behave themselves. And once people just start relying on the laws, no one can behave themselves, because everyone's replacing their own morality with laws. Like, people know when they're doing something wrong. Most people. There are, psychopaths and crazy people who just cannot figure out right from wrong. That's who the laws are for. But for everyone else, the large majority of people, laws should basically not affect them, because they have their own internal morality that they follow, and they do the right thing and the wrong thing. I mean, they do the right thing and not the wrong thing. So laws are always a problem, because if you're just following the laws, there's always a loophole. There's always a way to murder someone and steal stuff. There's always a way to get around stuff, because the laws can't cover everything. Even if your morality knows you're doing the wrong thing. Anyway, okay. Next we got religion. Religion fixes it, right? Because it's got all these moral teachings and teaches people to do the right thing and blah, blah, blah. Except the problem with religions we have today, or we've had for, many centuries, is that you can take two people and you can ask them about their God. And from an outside observer, it can sound like they are talking about the exact same God. Except those two people know there's a few little nuances that mean this person's God is different than this person's God, which means they have different religions. That means they can go to war with each other and murder each other. And I mean, how many wars are just fueled by religions, and how many conflicts? The problem is, once you start having all these beliefs, and you need other people to believe the same thing you believe, and if you don't believe in the same God I believe in, now we're enemies, it just creates all this conflict. And we need cooperation, not conflict. We don't, yeah. Okay, so it does hit part of the important thing though, which is morality. So how do you get the morality without the stringent need for weird beliefs? Sorry for saying weird beliefs, but I mean, I don't know how else to say it. You got like 100 different religions. They all believe different things, or slightly different things, or whatever, and they all think each other's wrong, and they are right. I know, it's just kind of a little bit, doesn't really make sense. And even if you got everyone on the same page, on the same religion, believing the same thing, people are going to start drifting, and people are going to start changing, and next thing you know, they're going to war. Anyway. So how do you get morality without this religion stuff? Well, this is where the Adventure Builders Club comes in, for me at least. So when I was growing up, there really was nothing teaching me morality. And, different people, I'm sure, have different versions of this, of just basic morality, but I'm just going to talk about mine. So many years ago, I came up with this thing called the Adventure Builders Club. It's not even really a club. It's just kind of like a way of it's like philosophy, a moral philosophy of just basic morals. So I came up with it, and there are eight virtues. I have a little diagram. I keep a big one of these on my wall over there that I look at every day, and it's got a bunch of virtues or principles on it. And I came up with these thinking, this is the stuff that's going to get me a good life. If I follow this stuff, I will be happy with myself. I'll be able to live with myself. I'll sleep well at night. My conscience will be clear. I'll be productive, blah, blah, blah. Like, basically, the original idea for me was to come up with a set of principles that if I followed would give me a good life. But it also, I mean, if everyone was following these basic principles, it would make a really good world. So let me just go through the principles. And like I said, I'm sure other people have their own versions of this kind of thing, but if anyone wants to mooch off the Adventure Builders Club and do your thing, I share it online, please go for it. So let's start with honor. Honor is basically just telling the truth, following through with what you say. Honesty is like seeing the world honestly, like viewing the world honestly, without bias, not seeing what you want or what people tell you, but like honestly seeing the world, like having honesty inside yourself, right? Okay, imagination is this really cool thing that you can use to solve problems that have no solutions. If there's no solution yet, you can actually generate a new idea inside your head with this imagination. It's incredibly valuable. It's also the thing, as far as I understand, that separates us from all the other primates. Like imagination is the main thing. Like a monkey can't imagine something it's never seen before, but a human can, which is why we have all this technology, which we can use for good or evil, but hopefully we use for good. Anyway, we also got love, and that's basically approaching the world with a positive attitude as opposed to a negative attitude. Courage, that's pretty self-explanatory. Do the right thing even when you're afraid, even when it's scary or uncomfortable. Just do the right thing, regardless of how frightening or uncomfortable it is. Strength is basically put some effort into things, put effort into life, into the world, like into your life and what you do every day. Wake up in the morning and do some morning exercises, which I just did. If you have a job to put some boxes into a truck, do it, man. Like, get it done. Like, don't sit around and like complain all the time. No, put some effort into life. Be strong. And then life, that might be kind of a weird way to define a principle, but life is basically choose a life where you can live based on your principles and then live that life based on your principles. So it's a two-part thing, because if you choose the wrong life, like say you become a bank robber, that might not be the best example. Say you became a banker, it would be pretty hard to, live a virtuous life being a banker, at least in the modern world. Anyway, this is going to open a can of worms. Let's just move on. And then under here you got humility, and that's the 8th one. And humility is knowing that you always have room to grow, and that's the basis for growth. Because if you're arrogant and already think you're perfect, then how are you ever going to improve? How are you going to learn? How are you going to grow? You always have to remain humble, such that there's room for improvement above you, and you can aim for that. And no matter how much you improve, there's always going to be room for improvement. That's humility. So that's just like basic morals that have been around forever. I didn't make this up. I mean, I kind of put it together and called it the Adventure Builders Club. But it's all just stuff that's been around forever, as long as humans have been humans. That just stopped being taught to people. And people lost track of this stuff, and I think this is a big problem with our world today. Is people don't have this internal morality that tells them to do the right thing. Not even tells them, where they tell themselves, I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to make a good world, and I'm going to do a great job. And even in the face of all this peer pressure to be a crappy person, to drink a lot, party, and steal someone's wallet if they drop it on the floor, and do dumb stuff, and there's all this peer pressure to do dumb things. But having enough courage to say, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing even though I have all these influences telling me to do the wrong thing. That's what it's all about, man. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't know. I'm sure there's a million other things I could say about this, but I got stuff to do.